2 words. That's it. Not a sentence. Not a rehearsed line. Not some clever trick you memorized from the internet. Just 2 simple words that, when used at the right moment in conversation, can subtly change how a woman perceives you. Her reaction is almost invisible at first. A slight shift in attention, a softening of tone, a deeper level of engagement. And what most men don't realize is that they go their entire lives without ever using this kind of language with women they are actually interested in. These words are not about manipulation or performance. They are about attention, a kind of attention that feels rare and personal. Many men believe attraction is built through compliments, humor, or status, but research in psychology suggests something very different. Women respond more strongly to being seen accurately than being praised generically. Most compliments are forgettable because they are broad and predictable. But when someone notices something specific about you, something others overlook, it creates a completely different emotional reaction. This is where the idea becomes powerful. When a man says something like, "I noticed," followed by a real, specific observation, it signals that he is actually paying attention, not just to appearance, but to behavior, patterns, and personality. It creates a sense of being understood, and that feeling is far more impactful than surface-level attraction. Human beings naturally respond to feeling seen, not just being observed. Psychological research supports this idea. Studies on relationships and attachment show that emotional connection is built through small, meaningful moments of recognition. When someone feels accurately understood, trust and emotional closeness increase. It is not about grand gestures, but about subtle awareness of who the person actually is. These small moments of being noticed accumulate into something much deeper over time. The power of this approach lies in specificity. Saying, "I notice you get quiet when something matters to you," carries far more emotional weight than saying, "You're beautiful" or "You're smart." One statement is generic and forgettable, while the other feels personal and intentional. It tells her that you are not just reacting to her appearance, but actually observing her as a person. When this happens, something interesting occurs on a psychological level. The brain registers that someone has formed a more detailed understanding of her than usual. This creates a sense of emotional recognition, the feeling of being truly seen. It also triggers curiosity, because if someone notices this much, what else might they notice? That curiosity naturally deepens engagement and emotional interest. However, this only works when it is genuine. Forced or fake observations feel unnatural and have the opposite effect. The key is authenticity, noticing something real in the moment without exaggeration or performance. It should not sound rehearsed or delivered like a speech. It should feel like a natural thought spoken casually. The tone matters just as much as the words. When said lightly and without pressure, it feels effortless and sincere. It is not about impressing someone, but about expressing awareness. That difference is what makes it powerful. Overacting or over-explaining breaks the effect completely. In real interactions, this kind of noticing creates a subtle shift. Instead of feeling like just another conversation, the moment becomes more personal. It creates a sense of individuality, where she feels understood in a way that is rare in everyday interactions. And that sense of being seen is often what people remember long after conversation ends. Over time, this pattern builds emotional familiarity. People are naturally drawn to those who notice them in meaningful ways. It strengthens connection not through intensity, but through consistency and awareness. It is not about saying the right words perfectly, but about developing the habit of actually paying attention. Ultimately, the idea is simple. Attention is powerful when it is specific. When someone feels noticed for who they are, not just how they appear, it creates a deeper level of connection. And in relationships, that feeling of being understood is often more influential than anything else.